Welcome back to another episode of Backpacking Latin America, in which two Irish people make their way from Mexico to Brazil over land, whilst trying not to let the cat out of the bag. You rejoin us as we bid farewell to Rio de Janeiro, having spent an incredible 2 weeks volunteering at Books Hostel in the Santa Teresa region of the city centre. Saying goodbye was difficult for two reasons. Not only had we just experienced the best 2 weeks of this entire trip, but also this trip was nearing its end. We were heading to a bus station for the final time to catch a bus to our final location, and it didn't help that we weren't feeling 100% either. All self-inflicted, mind you. So very, very hungover this morning. I'm going to get straight to the point. We're headed for there today. Hola.
Those para Sao Paulo?
Dois.
Sim. Yeah. Perfect.
How much it is?
Documento.
Yeah, okay. 120 each. You're right.
Definitely one of the shorter bus journeys we've done on this trip. It only took 7 hours. So much traffic. Well, what's the crack here? Lovely. Sorry, I'm wide here. It's a bit of a fortress. Lots of different locks needed to find the room. It was like the opposite of an escape room, but here we are. It's very basic. Double bed, hammock, and literally that's it. Yeah. We go get some food.
Let's do it. Obrigada.
Obrigado.
Yeah.
Rate that Indonesian food that we just ate.
Banging. It's good.
Scranning. Does that work?
Scrangelina.
Scrangelina Jolie.
Scranny McPhee.
Not incredibly well rested this morning, unfortunately. The window in the room may as well have just been a hole with the soundproofing it provided. It was a Saturday night last night, so there was parties on this street until about 5 in the morning, but that's fine. It's okay. I slept a little bit. We are adamant not to waste our day. We only have one full day here in Sao Paulo, so we've got a full day planned. The first stop is a request from somebody, and I'll explain that when we get there. Just in case you weren't able to read that last sign, we have arrived at a cemetery, and you have the time between here and when we find the grave that we're looking for to guess who we're looking for. Well, you didn't have long there to think about that because we found it almost immediately. This is the grave of the F1 driver Ayrton Senna, and it was my dad who asked me to come here. I am a big F1 fan, but Ayrton Senna was before my time, so obviously I never saw him race or anything like that. In Brazil, and especially in Sao Paulo, he's basically a saint. Like, there are roads, stations, buildings called after him, and yeah, it's just nice to visit this site. Interesting little thing in front of it though. Were they recently digging it up? I'm not sure. If somebody knows, let me know. But yeah, happy to be here, and it wasn't that much effort to come here. Alright, we're gonna head on to the next stop of the day, which is
Avenida Paulista, I think.
cool. Now, with that said, neither of us have a SIM card, so we don't have any data. We need Wi-Fi if we need to get an Uber, and we have to get an Uber because we're about half an hour outside of the city at the minute. Outside of where we want to be anyway. The city is huge. A nearby service station provided the barely adequate Wi-Fi needed to book an Uber. So we have arrived at Avenida Paulista, and on Sundays, which today happens to be, they pedestrianised it, and it's a massive street. Look at that. Now, what can we actually do here?
1, 2, 3. Avanço.
We have now made the walk to a place called Libertad Centro, which is more commonly known as Japantown, as you can tell by these very Japanese looking lanterns here. Our first port of call is to get some food, but it's actually crazy busy, so we've picked a place basically that we could get in straight away because we weren't arsed waiting. Obrigado. Sunday is obviously a very busy day in Japantown. It's mental. Run. I tell you what, this dark, grey, rainy weather is getting me mentally prepared for something that we actually start later this evening, which is a very, very scary thought, but we'll chat about that later. For now, we're actually going to get some lunch with a girl that we met in Rio. Her name is Vanessa, and then we've got one other little thing planned after that. Who's this?
Amy.
Hello, Amy.
Hello.
Amy's a bit shy, is she?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Amy's got her own TikTok. 80,000 likes. She's famous. Yeah. She doesn't even care. Bit of food in the belly, some drink. Myself and the three girls are gonna head for Batman's Alley now. She always turns her head when I get the phone out. It's like she knows.
Yeah, she knows.
Oh, there we go.
She's like, you gotta pay photos, man.
She's used to that. Weather has really taken a turn for the worst.
No such thing as bad weather, only bad clothes.
Say that again?
No such thing as bad weather, it's just bad clothing.
Could we have potentially picked the worst day in the world to come to Batman's Alley? Probably. We're gonna go for a drink, a very quick drink, and then we have to go home, do the final preparations of packing because me and Sarah fly home this evening, which is absolutely mental. Might talk about it at the start of the next vlog just because the weather is absolutely chronic. I will see you in the next one.
scrolling across the Guinness and then Sinead at the other end.
I should film it, would I?
Yeah.
Then no one
Sinead's in it.
Yay.
So am I.
Waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things. I just wish things would get better. I'm trying to get rid of them, but nothing seems to stay the same.